Recording in progress.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Make HOAG Money. We got our tasks set out for us. Let's get into this. This is the CFTC disclaimer. We're not suggesting anybody take these trades. As a matter of fact, I'm not. You guys are. You guys are trying to make me money. But don't forget how risky futures trading really is. This is the rules. Kindness and respect are expected above everything. I may have a couple of people. Hopefully we'll be able to talk. We're all going to be involved in the decision making. Context is helpful. If you are speaking, you will be able to share your charts. We're going to use the chat room to discuss trades, the polling system in Zoom to decide on those trades. We're going to focus on the E-mini S&Ps for opportunities, and we aren't going to trade just to trade. Something tells me we'll find something to do this afternoon. We're not going to take any losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. Losses are a part of trading. We have to accept them and move on. And, of course, feedback on Make HOAG Money is always appreciated. Here is the platform. Here is the sitch. We have the S&Ps trading lower today. This is the daily chart. You see we've been continuing this push to the downside. Here's the 30-minute chart. Okay. Opening one push to the upside. It's been all downside ever since after yesterday's wild ride. Seems like the market is settling in for maybe some unhappy news with the CPI tomorrow. So this is the 30 in the E-mini S&Ps. This is the profile in the E-mini S&Ps. The market has been trading largely to points of control. We had a point of control, I think, right here that we didn't make at the highs. That can be important information. What are we looking at the lows? In the S&Ps, this is a naked point of control, 37.58 even. The market seems intent on trying to get down to that level. We see that the market has been moving lower. We got some single TPOs here. The market seems to be maybe starting to find some sort of balance in this area. What are we going to do? Hello, everybody. If you want to say hi in YouTube, I can say hello. Good afternoon, everybody in Zoom. Steve, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Vince. Reminding everyone, past performance is not indicative of future results. Ben, good to see you. Joe D, good to see you. Caesar, Melanie, good to see everybody. Rob, Travis. All right, we got the whole gang here. As if anybody wants to chat, let me know. I can certainly make you available to speak and to share your charts. I'm just kind of watching to see what happens down here near this point of control here. From what day was this? This was the 4th. November 4th. Now, one other thing. You can see how the market initially opened and left the opening range at the high of the session. The market traded straight down to this naked point of control. I know it's hard to see, but the widest line of TPOs horizontally is the TPO point of control. So A period traded, or B period, I should say, traded right down to that level before rotating back higher. Now, we have another naked TPO point of control right here. We have not yet been able to reach it. It is a visual, and when traders look for price to go, they tend to make price go there. We also have a naked volume point of control from the same day, from the 4th of November, all the way down here. Does the market look like it has that kind of legs to it? Are we overextended to the downside? Do we have Delta that has been showing us negative 14,000? Yesterday we had up around 20,000 positive, negative 14,000 today, telling me that this shorter time frame trader is pushing this market lower, not necessarily stronger money. Do we venture along against this low is my question. And if anybody would like to chat, raise your hand. or just let me know. Because that's the only way we're going to find a trade is if somebody comes up with some sort of trade idea. If you can, on YouTube, say hello. I don't have anybody saying hello. I want to make sure you can hear and see everything. We may be a little bit late with our opportunity down here near this naked point of control. Hello, Bradley. Hello, Michael, Travis, Rob. Hola. Ah, okay, now I see you guys. Thank you, Sebastian. I can't have you chat in Zoom because you're on YouTube. Maybe next time, come into YouTube. Sebastian, this is market profile. Chad, way too many trades. Can you see us? I wish I could, DA. I wish I could. Travis saw an opportunity to go take a long at 37.60, but that trade's over 37.60. Yeah, see, this is that point of control down here that I've been waiting for the market to get to look for an opportunity. Let's see if we can get another rotation down to that level. We're pretty extended to the downside. It's after 2 o'clock. It's kind of late. Hey, Jackalope Hunter, Sebastian. Yeah, here's the... Let me see if I can get the link here. Here's the link for the Zoom room. If you want to talk about a trade you're thinking about having me take, come on over. What do we got here? We got Ben. Right. We have a fan favorite Ben coming in, it looks like. How's it going, Ben?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Good. Thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. We might be at a juncture right here for a short back down to where it'd be a better place to get long. But I like the long idea for a couple reasons. I'd have to show you what I mean. Just a moment.
Get yourself set up. Let me know.
Okay. Okay, well, this will work. I can do it now.
Do it.
All right. Now I was in your last the group coaching thing. I've had my platform closed until just before this started. So I was active this morning, but I'm coming in kind of fresh again. But sometimes I get good ideas that way.
Good.
Just let me screen 3. Okay. All right. So let me know. You should be seeing my profile chart.
Yes.
Okay, so for when I was first joined the session here, we were right here at 37.71, which I noticed we come down and extended past this prior low at 11.7. I'm going to pull in the regular trading hours chart real quick. Went behind the sun here or something.
An eclipse.
Yeah, I got eclipsed by some other chart. You know, I got the floating charts, and sometimes that's, here it is. All right, so one of the things that I like about the long and not getting a lot of continuation and closing down below this 20 moving average on a regular trading hour session. Actually, you know what? That has changed. Let me do something real quick. I got to revamp this. For some reason I switched between instruments. I got to send here a chart of notice on this because it always flips back to like the 24-hour session. And anyway, it'll be just on a second.
Understood. We're not really moving that fast right now, so we're right in the middle of that lower balance.
Yeah, so I don't know what this overnight low thing was. I didn't notate it properly, so I'm just going to get rid of it instead of trying to trade against it or something. Just a moment. So up here, this purple line was the VPOC. Now, some of these references I keep on here. Some of them I just get rid of. I date them and carry them forward. And like, for example, this value area high, and we got down below it, you know, it was possibly tradable against that. And the green shaded areas are high volume areas, which are going to play into this in a second. I'll show you that. I wanted to, sorry, it takes a bit doing the screen sharing. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, so we might close below this 37.77 quarter is where we are in the moving average, which is right up here. The 20 moving average, but I don't see us closing like with a spike lower. I never see that really, you know, and this is the trend, the immediate trend or intermediate trend is that we're up, you know. So we've touched that and it's probing below, but we've already got some excess on the tail. This, even though this was predated, this value area high to this value area low at 10.7, okay, this sort of played out the 80% rule, right? Or the special situation play.
Be pretty close, right?
Yeah. So what I was thinking initially was like shorting in this area down to maybe where the L opened, if we can get a push back down, and I'll show you why and where we could put a stop if we want to go long. So this is the whole contract. Well, actually, this might have the regular or the entire 24-hour session in it now as well. But that area is right. Hang on a minute. Let me go back to it. I lost my place. What price were we at here? So that's like 64. All right. So, sorry, it's taking a minute, but 64 is down here. But you can see that there's all this lower volume down here. And after the extension that we've had today, now another thing I would look at is the fact that our initial balance is from here to here, right? And if we copy and move that,
we're more than twice.
I don't know that we are. I think we might just be even. It's going to be kind of close here. A little bit more than twice. But I think this would still fall in the category of normal variation day, which you were talking about that in the group coaching about how there's maybe people adjusting positions, but it's not everybody acting in concert.
Right.
It's more, yeah. And that would mean that they're pretty well done. Now, we may rotate around here and close down here today. I don't know. But that so often, and if you want to go back on their charts and check this out, you know, this happens quite a bit. You get this 100% extension of the 85 to 100% or so, and that's more going to be normal variation day. And you know, coming into the end, they may short cover, you know, or it may just be quiet and close down here. So I don't know, but I like a possible long from even, you know, see, we've got this volume profile right here. I'll make it a little bigger.
Right, where all the volume dies.
Oh, we missed, unless we get short covering, we missed the big directional move, you know. So I'm looking at a few points and maybe hope for more. But you got this volume profile. We're getting towards the extreme of it now. So, you know, I would want to risk maybe one of these volume shoulders for a rise back up, you know, or wait till we get in here, get down at 64. I don't know that we're going to get that far down. I think we've kind of lost some selling pressure quite a bit. It's based on the tempo, you know. Anyway, so that's the idea. Either, you know, try a long in here, or maybe if we can get a stab down about 64 and risk the low.
So do you think if we do get a pullback, we can close out all the single TPOs in this profile. That takes us all the way up to about 37.88.
You mean if we get a covering? Type
Yes.
thing?
Yep.
Well, I don't like this this open drive. Those most often get taken back, and we've got some single prints in here.
Uh-huh.
Kind of thin. Here's an open drive on K. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for it myself without the vote here in a minute. Probably they're starting to get a little pop. See that pop? That's a hallmark to me of like people are starting to cover a bit. Now, I don't know how far it's going to go if they're going to make another stab down, but I'm starting to get like edgy to want to take it myself, right here. But, starting to get that maybe intuitive instinct to pop in there. But all right, well, that's the idea, to get short somewhere long somewhere in here and risk the low.
Risk the low, right.
The risk you use, the better, but I like the idea, and there's some volume shoulders and whatnot to play with. So with that, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Let's take a vote. So what we're talking about doing is getting in down here somewhere for a long against the low. I'd kind of
say somewhere between 70. I like 68, but between 68 and 70, or if you can do lower, that's great.
Yeah,
would be ideal.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can squeeze a little bit better than that, but we're going to vote first. Do we want to take this? Let me know. I kind of like it, which means we probably shouldn't. All right, we're almost 50% participation. We're 81% saying yes. So, what do we got here? We
just got a new 15-minute candle, so I like the open of those candles a lot of times. So I'm kind of positioned, but that open of that candle is at 67.5.
So we're risking just over 10 points if we get it bought at 37.65, because I kind of want it other side of that point of control.
Okay. All right, well, it got me.
All right, you're in?
Yeah, but I'm going to average in at lower, or I'm going to go 2.
You're going to get in a little bit lower too? So you're accumulating an inventory in a zone.
Right, because this is, I've had a good day this morning, right? And so I've got a little bit to spend. And by the way, I love that article that was on how to, I think it was on not over trading, but it's like when you're having a real great day, you just kind of start from zero at half of what you made or something.
Right.
That's been a problem of mine. Like when I'm having a great day, I blow it at the very end. I start to get cocky with how much I've got to blow. Take bigger risks, and but in this case, I'm starting to think a little smarter.
Okay, we're going to 66. See if we can get it. No. Ben, you're going to have a great trade, and we're going to be left in the dust because I'm so cheap.
I don't know. Maybe. I hope so, but I don't want you left in the dust either.
That's right. I'm used to it. Here's the results. 85% yes. So we do like this trade.
That's good, because I know everybody looks at different things, and so they're checking things I'm saying against stuff they're looking at too. I tend to start to think everybody trades the way I do, but I know they don't.
Well, let's see if we can't squeak in at 68 then. I just keep costing myself trade location here.
So we got a new 10-minute one coming up in a few seconds, and I watched that carefully. I watched 15, 10, and 30. Start to get a new flourish.
Oh, come on now. I mean, we're right at the bottom of that volume shoulder, right? Where we're trying to get in here.
Well, I just drew a trend line on the 15-minute candles.
Mm-hmm.
The downside, we're still within that, so I'd really like to see it clear that, which is going to be in this 15-minute period. That's going to be at 74.25. But then there's another high just above that. So I don't know if that'd be a breakout spot. You'd probably get a retracement down to that trend line afterwards to get in.
All right, I cannonballed us in here. A little worse than we were hoping for, but we'll see what happens. I'm all right with the risk. $37.85. 37 Vince, 37.72 1/4 for a short. Just looking at the volume, looking at the TPO profile, I would be looking more up at 70, like 82 for a short, up against this low volume node here, Vince. And I'm hoping we get the chance to see that level. I'm hoping that we're going to take out these single TPOs here. Got a lot of time left.
Yeah, sure do. I just saw another thing that bodes well for the long side, and that's 2 10-minute bars back. We engulfed the prior 2 10-minute bars, which we're getting, the real bodies were getting real small too. So that's like doji style.
Kind of compressing.
Indecision. Yeah, so it's like indecision, kind of have a fight, and then had a big move to the upside, took out 2 highs and engulfed 2 real bodies. So that usually means it's going to continue, but of course, ACH.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like doing these evening ones. But the morning ones, I have an opportunity to make our money back if we don't have a good morning.
That's true.
So I did yesterday. We ended up making money after a couple of losses yesterday during HOAG Money, but you got your second one on now?
Nope, it's 60. Well, I have it at 64.25. It depends on how it gets down there. I may try 2 ticks lower.
Joe, I've got the stop below the naked point of control at 37.58. This naked point of control right here. Now it's not a naked point of control in the micros, but it is in the E-mini S&P. You can see it right here, this gray line right here.
And that's at 58 even?
Yes.
Okay.
I think if we can survive past 230, we may be all right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could turn into a minor trend day.
Well, double distribution so far. Yeah, Vince, that's kind of what I think Ben is doing. He's long and he's got an order in to buy another one right here around 64. Daniel, you're waiting to buy on the access of the TPO. Well, we're just looking at where price has run out. And it's run out right here, and it's very close to a naked point of control at 37.58. Which is a visual target. But we're getting pretty late. Excess of the TPO, yes. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're kind of making a bit of an assumption that the excess that we have here at the end of the TPOs, at the end of the profile today, is going to remain excess. Good question, Daniel. Because we've been down hard all day. We've got lots of negative delta that says, this move to the downside wasn't necessarily stronger sellers. So we're thinking that perhaps we've gotten too short at the low here, and we're going to see some short covering push price higher before the close. Opposite of a late spike, yeah, it's excess, right? So excess is anywhere price traded to that was viewed as either too cheap or too expensive, and buyers pushed price in the opposite direction relatively quickly. So the late spike you may be talking about was the late spike to the downside in crude oil yesterday, which we opened below it with a gap, didn't close the gap, left the opening range the high of the day, and crude oil basically broke hard all day. So what we're thinking right now is that the S&Ps have gotten a little too cheap, and we may be short in the hole, and those shorts will be looking to probably cover by the end of the day, which could push price higher for us. Make sense, Rue? Cheap, yes, but the market may not want to be long going into that. That's been certainly something that it's been kind of doing for the last couple of sessions, has been kind of, looking higher and then closing. Didn't close bad yesterday, but for the bulk of today, it's just been continuing to leak lower on strong negative delta, which again can be indicative of short time frame sellers. And if those sellers are too short, we may start to see a move in the opposite direction. And the later it gets, the more likely that is, as long as we don't extend the range to the downside.
Some pops coming into the new CPO.
Yeah, we got 1 minute left. Probably just to give us hope. All right, let's get the new TPO out here and see what happens. This is the micros. Point of control, volume, point of control, all higher. Okay. New 30-minute period, new TPO. Oops. Here's that 64. Well, let's see if the laggards are in, if there's more to go. Ben, how you doing?
No, I'm not liking this one bit.
All right.
I'm at 2 now, yeah.
We left that little hole right there. Look at that. It's going to come take out all the stops and then go.
Only 7 traded on the low
That's it? Really?
so far. Well, not on the very low of the day. I don't know what that 249. I think on the low of the day. That's they got stuffed.
Got it.
But on this, so far an M period.
Hello, Jerry is awake. Glad you're awake. Hope I am too.
First 5 minutes of any new TPO are often the worst for me to be in a trade. It just is real. Fires off like a shot and then doesn't do anything.
Right.
Not all of them, but some of them.
Well, we got past 2:30. We're still alive. If we're too short, we're going to find out relatively soon. In YouTube here, Dimitar saying the current regular trading hour range is 266 ticks. 10-day average is 269. TPO is a time price opportunity. It's what we're looking at here is in market profile. It's just a different way, Vic, to organize the information that the market provides for us. Market profile. Look up some information on market profile and come to group coaching or check out our YouTube channel. We've got some pretty good information on basics of market profile on our YouTube channel that you're currently on.
Starting to see some price action that I like.
Yeah.
Not just going up, but like the way it moves.
Jimmy, why would negative delta indicate it was shorter time frame traders pushing price lower? Because the longer time frame traders, if they can avoid it, they don't use market orders to execute. They use limit orders and let the short time frame traders come to them. My squeaky chair. I got to get a new chair. Somebody get out and push. What the heck?
Here we go. Come on.
It's just teasing us. This is about as long as I've stayed in a losing trade in weeks. So what do you think of CPI tomorrow? Think it's going to come out a little lower like they expect? Yeah, Dow is down 574, which doesn't even seem like a big deal anymore. You know, the crash of 87, the Dow is down 508.
I don't know if it means anything, but last week's value area low is right around between 58 and 60, it looks like. Beat the volume, value area low, probably.
Jumpy here.
Yeah, coming in at a new 10-minute.
It's got eyes on it. It's gonna come touch that 58, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, just hit that value area low at 57. And maybe that's game over. I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, we're still in it. I got to stop at 56. We'll see what happens. Doubt it, but I've seen crazier things happen. It's just dead. Well, we may have to make HOAG money tomorrow. My stop is at 56. Because I wanted it to be on the other side of that 37.58 naked point of control in the S&Ps. Right here. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad. CPI is at 7:30, so I'm not going to be trading it 7:30 Central, so I'm not going to be trading it. I'm just going to let it play out and see what the opportunities are afterwards, if given any. Yeah, we're jumping around here. There's a lot of eyes on this. It's going lower. Maybe it'll give us a late spike. It'll give us an opportunity for tomorrow.
Yeah, just kind of keep fooling around in here and it just end kind of lame.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's just like, dead cat bounce.
Yeah. Tell you what, the day it does work like this is glorious.
Oh, yeah, and it does sometimes. I got impatient with my entry. We should have been in much better trade location, but that's on me.
Yeah, I wasn't putting enough emphasis probably on that. That's the thing. I come in, I think I got an idea, and I didn't really prior to. Yeah, I didn't give that TPO and that value area low. And actually, there's a spike at 1024 at 37.55 spike base.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. Now, watch. It's going to pop. To the tick. I'm going to get in and put a stop here and see what happens. It just came and got us. If this doesn't work, we're done. I'm going to keep the dome down here so that it doesn't have any space to go lower. Something tells me I'm going to hear the bozo buckets. Wah, wah, wah.
Bozo buckets.
Yeah, you ever saw Bozo?
The clown?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember watching it, but I'm familiar with it. Also, that sound. I didn't know he.
Wah, wah, wah. There's a big thing here in Chicago. People waited for years to go there live.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was out of Chicago.
Yep. Yeah, WGN Studios. There's a couple of girls I knew in junior high school whose parents bought tickets when they were like 2 years old, and they finally got the tickets when they were in junior high school. So they went to go see Bozo when they were in junior high school.
I'm not a fan of clowns, to tell you that. Myself, they kind of creep me out.
I'm not a fan either, really. All right. Yeah. Vic the Kid. I'm going to give you a link. All right, we're done. All right, you guys got to make me some money tomorrow. Playlist. Okay. All right, Vic the Kid. This is on our YouTube channel, and this is the basics of market profile, the TPO profile. That's what we're looking at. So now where's it going?
3750 maybe?
Got this naked volume point of control all the way down here. Yeah, Bob Bell. Phil. You know Bob Bell. I used to ski with this kid, Brad. Up in Lake Geneva. So are we gonna get a late spike? That excites me for tomorrow. See what the adjustments are here, huh? Joe? Well, Ben, we hung in there on that trade, didn't we? We gave it its due.
Yeah, I got kind of tight-jawed and beady-eyed looking at it, just trying to force it out with my mind.
I know, right?
Oh, there we go. This is nice spot.
Yeah, here's the adjustments.
Well, I'm really sorry that didn't work out.
Well, it was worth the effort. It was worth the try. Now I think we're done.
All right.
Well, we'll see if we get the we'll see if we get the late spike at the end. I know I'm done today. Hell, I was done trading about noon. Watch this thing. When are we going to be on tomorrow, Vic? Market forecast at 7:45, and then make HOAG money at 8:20. Same bad time, same bad channel, but it is a different link for make HOAG money on in the mornings. Tomorrow morning, this will be the link to get into the Zoom meeting, or you'll be able to see it right here on YouTube as well. Well, let's call it a day. Thanks for watching. Watch the close. Watch the recap. It'll be here in about 15, 20 minutes. About 3:15, we'll do the recap and see what the S&Ps ended up like, and check the other markets and see what we're thinking about tomorrow. Trade well. Oh, and tomorrow, be ready to make HOAG money. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in about 20 minutes, guys. Have a good rest of the day if I don't see you. Trade well, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome. Thank you.